Eduardo Valencia here with KUCR 88.3 FM. We're at NAMM 2018. We're at the Remo booth. Your name, sir?
Chalo Eduardo.
And what do you have in your hands?
I have the new Dorado XE Cajon. XE is the exotic face. It's the abache wood, 4 millimeters, and it has a patented technology for the snares in the inside. You can check that out. And they're removable. It's flamenco style with the strings, and when you take them off, it is a Peruvian style cajon. So it's an all-in-one natural, back to the tradition of a basic cajon. It has a rubber-based feet, so you don't slide around. And it has a nice mid-range bass tone and a snare separation. Basically, it's really important to have that snare separation with the bass and the snare. And I'm going to just demonstrate it right now. Here you go.
All right, so let's do it. Eso mero on the cajon. How easy is it to remove the snare sound?
You want to do it now?
How easy is it?
Well, it's pretty easy. It's like tying your shoe. Once you learn that, you got it.
Let's do a short demonstration, yeah. Just to show how easy it is to remove the snares on the cajon. So you go from a flamenco.
You take the Velcro off. There's two sides of it. I'll do one side for the sake of the video. And basically, here's the snare strands right here. These are high-density coil springs. And what it does is it wedges, that's why we call it a quick wedge. It wedges inside of the cajon like this, and it goes to the inside of the face of the cajon. And then with the Velcro, it presses up against it, so it gives you a little tighter snare sound. And that's what you're hearing.
Perfect. So let's talk about another product. I see we have these Djembes behind us. Or we have a different, yeah. Oh,
Down on this cajon. I'm going to sit down on the cajon. You could check out the flare-out Djembe. And the flare-out Djembe features a new symmetry black suede head. Also a contour bracket. When you're playing between your legs and knees, it's more comfortable. It's a lightweight, and it's made of acousticon. And it has that flared-out feel and sound where you notice the head is flared out, the bass is flared out, and it really has a really great production. I'll play it right now.
All right, let's do it. So we got some Djembe action. So what's the secret? What's the acousticon? What can you say about what that is?
I'm glad you asked. Now, acousticon is 100% recycled wood fibers. Remo's been making acousticon drum shells for over 35 years. And also what's the secret is the Remo film technology. This features a black suede drum head. As you know, Remo's the #1 leader in drum head technology, and we implement all that technology into world percussion.
So suede, like it is suede.
It is suede. You can
all right.
Feel it to the touch.
It feels comfortable to play. I mean, it feels, and it's not a skin. There's something to that. It's not an animal product.
Well, the beauty about the Remo synthetic head is that it is not affected by the weather. So if you're in Puerto Rico, if you're in a humid area or cold or however, it really stays in tune, and that's really one of the big features.
Lovely. Let's talk about these products over here. Yeah, let's go to the festival drums. Yeah, festival. So they look cool. They look really simple. Suede heads.
Yeah, so we have also the festival drums, and they have the black suede head. Basically what it is a acousticon shell with a replaceable pre-tuned drum head. And Remo's been making pre-tuned drums for over 35 years, and it's been in the market for a really long time. Now what we have is the shapes of a djembe, shapes of a doumbek, and the shapes of a chimbao, and the tubular shape called a tubano. And I'll demonstrate how you can remove the head. Basically, it's a replaceable drum head. Here you go. This is how you replace it. You add a little pressure because it's a press fit, and you just pop it right off. This is called the flip-top drum head. And so those of you who have changed regular drum heads on a drum set, this is how fast you can change this head. And now you're ready to play. So I'm going to play the djembe so you can get an idea of the sound. The shape of the bowl gives you that projection. So this one is shaped like a djembe. We call these the Remo originals because basically we get inspired by the world's drums from all different cultures, and then we make it our own and we redesign it using synthetic material like the black suede head. And here you go. Djembe.
Sounds great. How long does a head last, typically?
Well, typically, let's say if you're going to be playing 3 or 4 times a week for an hour, it's going to last you a long time. Most people, if they take care of it, could last you a year. And if you abuse it a little bit, it'll be a little bit less. So it depends on how you take care of your toys and your musical instruments. All right. This is called the chimbao, inspired by Brazilian style. It's a different sounding drum head. It's pitched differently, and you'll hear the tone difference right away. You got a nice mid-range tone, open tone, the rim, bass, then your slap, and that's the chimbao.
I love it. They have like a crisp slap, a clean tone, and the heads are pre-tuned. I mean, what can you say about how the process of tuning this type of head?
Well, I really can't tell you because you know then what I'll give you all my secrets here at Remo. So, but like I said, Remo's been playing drums and making drums for people from all walks of life, whether you're a beginner or whether you're a professional. I'm going to demonstrate this one. It's called the Djembe, and it's inspired by Middle Eastern drums, the Djembe and darbuka.
Sounds like a drum, looks like a drum. It's not an animal head. It's maybe a little bit more sustainable source, but it is a drum.
Now, it also has a compact size, so it could go into a classroom, it goes into your home. Just to give you an idea, the tubanos right here, they emulate a conga sound, like a conga. They emulate a conga type sound. So instead of bringing a conga drum every place, like sometimes teachers have 30 or 40 students, and you can start showing them Cuban style mambo, rumba, or samba, or African. So there's so many different styles that you can use. It really was made for educators, educational institutions, and also recreational drumming. So if you never played and you want to get into that, this is a perfect instrument. Now what we do, sometimes the lightweight festival drum, you can just actually nest this tubano. It's quite easy. So I'm going to take this one right here so you can see it. It's not like a magic trick, but it's designed specifically to play as a group or in a group. Now you have all 3 drums right there. Each drum weighs less than 6 pounds, and you're ready to go. And now we're ready to go and jam, so let's go.
Chalo, Remo, KUCR. We're at NAMM 2018. Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Yeah.